You don't want to go somewhere that's going to expect you to diminish yourself or change yourself in a way that's not true to you. So your vlog, oh my god, I wish it was around when I first started applying to grad school, because it is so helpful. My name is Cassie Hunter, and I'm a rising second year at American Conservatory Theater. So yeah, some tips for looking for monologues for your MFA auditions. Let's see, I act like I didn't write it down. I totally did, but where do I want to start? So choose pieces that I would say, obviously you're connected to, that reveal something about you. And the way that I was taught or like guided in how to figure that out is asking yourself, what do you want to say? Take stock of all the things that are going on in your life and in your mind, and what's kind of like tugging at you right now in your life right now. I think sometimes I would be like, well, I want to be this kind of actor, and so I would look for pieces of that, but I'm like, that's not who I am right now, and maybe one day I'll play this role or whatever, but who I am right now and what I know now and what I would love to speak to now is this. And I found pieces that fit that, and it was very empowering to go into a room and own who I am and what I have to say. With that being said, I only say this because I definitely struggled with this. Do not get caught up in what you think they want to see, because they don't know. They don't know until they see everyone. You know, it's not like there's this one perfect person or type of person that goes to grad school, which I thought that there was a type. I didn't really know much about graduate acting programs, to be honest. So if any of you are feeling that way, I'd like to just alleviate that from you, because it is about you and who you are. And, you know, even if like that was the case, that they're looking for a certain type of person, you don't want to go somewhere that's going to expect you to diminish yourself or change yourself in a way that's not true to you. So do not rob the world of the one unique gift that is you, and let that be your touchstone throughout this process. Be true to yourself and ask, what do you want to say? Be curious about yourself, be curious about the world around you. And I think all those themes and things that really get you going and get you like passionate and feeling and living will help guide you to what pieces to look for and where to start. So secondly, choose pieces that have a journey. This is more of a technical thing, and I found this really helpful in like narrowing down some monologues, because sometimes I would find like a bunch of great ones all in one day, and I'm like, oh, well, how will I choose? And then I started to realize, well, some of these monologues, they don't actually have a journey. It's just like one person kind of building something up. Maybe it's exposition, maybe it's, you know, a rant. Those are all devices for sure that are part of storytelling. But for a grad school audition, and I would maybe even say most auditions, but let's keep it focused on grad school auditions, it's helpful to have a journey, so you have somewhere to go. You know, you're not playing off of someone else, so you need the language and what's happening and what you're doing in that monologue to, you know, lift you up. You don't want to have to do the heavy lifting in the room that I think happens sometimes in monologues that are really just about one thing. And, you know, how does your character change from the time that they start speaking to the time that they finish? Why do they keep speaking? You know, to look for those clues, and I think you got yourself a really great monologue. Also, while you're choosing monologues, don't be in any rush to get them down. I definitely try to do that. I'm a planner, and I think that comes in handy sometimes, but allow this to be a process that is a gift to, you know, your artistic life. For some of you, you might be coming from like the working world. I wasn't working a ton as an actor before I went to grad school, and I was a business major in undergrad, and I was working in an office. So this process of like reading plays and finding them was just such a gift. But don't be in any rush, because honestly, one of my monologues that I had like a great, like successful run with during these auditions, I had found 2.5 weeks before audition started. I already had monologues, ready to go, but I walked in that first day and I was like, you know what, this other one, I want to do it. And so just have a few at the ready, you know, and always keep looking. I think that's truly a gift as an actor. Sure, it can feel like work, but you love plays, you love drama and theater and whatnot, so, you know, read and and see what else is out there, and keep working on stuff. Definitely work on stuff on your feet when you're choosing them, because if you're just reading them in a book, you might think that it's great, but when you get up to say it, you might be like, actually, I'm kind of bored, or this doesn't really like, it's not jiving with you. you're going to school because you feel like there's something more for you to learn. So it only makes sense that you're gonna meet some pieces that, you know, you might really, it's kind of like dating, where it's like you really want to make it work, but it's just not quite right time in your life yet, given what you have or what the piece is offering. I try to think of like, what piece is kind of flirting with me right now that I feel like I can flirt back with. I'm like, oh, I see, you know, you're offering something, there's some tension here, I'm attracted. Boom, it works because I said it out loud, I'm on my feet, I'm alive in it, and it's just a great connection. Another way to kind of help in this search for monologues, of course, is to, I mean, this is what I did, because I was very, very new to theater in general, so I hadn't read that many plays, and I knew that all the schools I was applying to asked for classical monologues, and most of the schools specifically asked for Shakespearean. So I started with that because there's a finite amount, and you know, there's not going to be any new Shakespeare plays, and so I knew, I was like, these are my characters and pieces to choose from. I do the same process. What's fun for me? What's speaking to me? What am I curious about? And those were the characters I worked on. And you know, also again with the language you're using, these are pieces that you're working on. You're never like done. Don't be done. Don't be done. Don't be done with your pieces. Is another. Well, that's more like auditioning, but in choosing them, start with the classical pieces, and that will make it more clear for you what you don't have yet for the contemporary pieces. So let's say you have someone like Catherine from Taming of the Shrew. There could be a contemporary monologue out there that they're very similar. Don't pick that one, you know? It just makes it more clear like what is now available to you and where you can kind of focus on, you know, trying out. So I hope that was helpful. I really, really hope that we can all be in the same shared space again soon. This pandemic has been very, very hard on our community, of course, and I just, you know, wish the best for you all. Stay safe, stay healthy, and when the time comes, break legs. But in the meantime, use this time to really just love on some plays and always love on yourself. Stay true to yourself and have fun. So thank you. Bye.